Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson. Look at this picture. Do you know who this is? Okay, what about this picture? Do you know who he is? This is Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a super smart man who was one of the most famous scientists and inventors the world has ever seen, and quite possibly will ever see. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have told you that just as yet. What I would like you to do is take a moment to pause and write down what you know about him in your classwork books. You can also write what you would like to know. And after this video, please do some research to see what else you can find out about this extraordinary man. First, let's talk about his childhood. Albert Einstein was born in Germany on the 14th of March, 1879. His mother and father were Jewish. His father, Hermann, was a salesman. He did not have much success in business. Albert's mother, Pauline, looked after the family and home. Albert also had a younger sister. Her name was Maria. Throughout this video series, I will ask you some questions to test your understanding and also to see whether you were listening carefully or not. So, we just talked about Albert Einstein's family. What do you remember? Look at the options below and decide which one is correct. You have 5 seconds. Let's read through the options together quickly. Number 1. He was born in Germany. His father was a salesman. Mother was a housewife with a younger brother called Mario. Number 2. Born in Germany. Father was a salesman. Mother was a housewife with a younger sister called Maria. Number 3. Born in the USA. Father was a salesman. Mother was a housewife with a younger sister called Maria. Number 4. Born in Germany. Father was a salesman. Mother was a teacher with a younger brother called Mario. Which one is correct? Well, the right answer is number 2. Albert Einstein was born in Germany. His father was a salesman, and his mother was a housewife. She looked after the family and home. Also, Albert Einstein had a younger sister called Maria. Did you get the right answer? If not, don't worry, but try to pay careful attention to what we talk about today. Significant moments. Albert Einstein wrote about 2 important moments in his childhood. One occasion was the first time he saw a compass. He was mesmerized by the invisible forces that made the needle move. The second important moment was when he read a book about geometry. He called this book his sacred little geometry book. There were some interesting and difficult words in that paragraph. Let's look at some of them together. Significant. Can you guess what significant means? Number 1, very important. Number 2, a period of time. Number 3, childhood. Number 4, adulthood. Which one do you think is the right answer? Well, the first sentence was Albert Einstein wrote about 2 important moments in his childhood. Here we can replace the word important with significant. Significant is something that is very important. Therefore, the answer is number 1. What have been some significant moments in your life so far? think about it and perhaps you can share it with your classmates, or when we next see each other face to face, we can talk about them. And the second word I'd like to look at is mesmerize. First, I will repeat the sentence to make it a little easier for you, hopefully. So he was given a compass, and he said he was mesmerized by the invisible forces that made the needle move. What do you think mesmerize means? Number one, what you can remember. Number two, something that cannot be seen. Number three, to attract or interest you so much that you do not notice or pay attention to anything else around you. Number four, to hate someone or something. Which one do you think is the right answer? Well, the right answer is mesmerize is to attract or interest you so much that you do not notice or pay attention to anything else around you. So another thing for you to think about is, what have you been mesmerized by? Is there anything that you were so interested in it that you forgot to pay attention to anything else around you at that time? For example, maybe it was a computer game. While you were playing it, you just forgot about everything else. Maybe it was a very interesting book. Maybe it was a video on YouTube. Maybe this, maybe that. Everyone has different experiences. Please share yours with us. School life. Albert found school difficult. While he excelled at maths and physics, he failed exams in French, chemistry, and biology. One teacher told him that he would not amount to anything. He was tutored by a medical student who introduced him to a children's science book. In the book, the author considered what it would be like to ride by the side of electricity traveling inside a telegraph wire. This thought stayed with Albert for many years. Wow! Again, there were a few difficult and interesting words in this paragraph. Let's look at these two sentences again. While he excelled at maths and physics, he failed exams in French, chemistry, and biology. One teacher told him that he would not amount to anything. Take some time to look at this carefully. I want to ask you two questions. Number one, excel at something. What does that mean? And the second question is, what did his teacher mean when he said he would not amount to anything? Do you need some hints? Well, sorry, I'm not going to give you any hints this time. What I would like you to do is really think about this, and because you have access to the internet, you can try to do some research. For example, you can directly check the meaning of some words. You can discuss this with your classmates or friends and see if you guys can come up with the answer together. In the next video lesson, I promise I will give you the answers. But for now, I think this is where we will end for today. Thank you very much for listening, and see you next time. Goodbye.